Alright, yeah, I was gonna raise Charlotte for this video, but guys, even if I tried to use her, like, really, that's Furina's mats if you don't know. So, I just shouldn't, and yeah, we're just gonna go in with Jean. Now, I'm not too, at all, like, wanting to use Jean on this build specifically, but she is, like, the only character that can possibly function to help us out, like, at all. I mean, there is a case to be made for Diona. If you're using Diona last, her field might last long enough. Let's try Diona. Let's sit here, you know, we'll try Diona before we knock her. But yeah, we should see some pretty good numbers from, hopefully, Nevi. If we see, like, really good numbers from this and Diona is able to seriously pop this burst and heal everybody, because Diona's pretty good. Like, I don't know, I don't have her burst leveled up much at all. I'm pretty sure it's like level 5 or something. Correct! And as we all know, the healers at the beginning of the game were so massively overscaled. Like, it was just like they were capping out your HP 3 times over. So these healers right now, I imagine Diona's the same. They're just gonna heal you so much that it's gonna be unbelievable, right? I know Barbara, if you used her Q skill, it just immediately, like, I think it took till Zhongli. Maybe your healing capacity would actually be hit. So, yeah, I think that's the only time Barbara was actually capped. And my Diona's running on a Noblesse set, so she's not getting any healing bonus, right? She's here to be a shielder, which is great if it works. The big thing that I'm gonna really need to see from this is a possible resistance to interruption. I have no idea where we would get that. Maybe even Dea would actually be pretty good for this. Well, no, Dea doesn't heal the entire party, does she? I don't know Dea. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know Dea. Okay, so we're going to start. I press the E. So we're going to... Alright, I guess we're not starting like that. I press the E before the Q, I promise you. I did not mean to rhyme. Alright, so we're going to not even focus on doing that, right? So we're hitting 44,000, which is expected for around my Nevi damage. Alright, we had to use this Q. I kind of missed that part. Stupid! Alright, so everybody is now sort of in trouble. So now everybody's below 50% HP, or not below, but, you know, around 50% HP. And what we're going to do is we're going to do that, this, and oh my god, Diona, you suck. Oh, that's bad. Okay, yeah, that's better. Alright, cool. So, Nevi didn't really get a chance. 25,000. Are we in the same team here? 14,000. What happened to Nevi's damage? Why is it cut in half? Why does Nevi's damage get cut in half? Wait, hold on. Nevi's damage got cut in half. This is so annoying, man. This is why I'm saying, like, you basically need it. Diona's, oh man, yeah, Diona, I'ma just write you off, girl. I'm sorry, but, like, this just isn't gonna work out, man. It's not. I mean, I could try. Nah, she got 5% crit rate. I don't think this is gonna work. That sucks. Okay, Jean it is then.
Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah!
We have to use Jean on Favonius, right? So let's quickly pop Jean with Favonius. Where is she? We saw it was like a 2,000 healing. Like I said, I'm pretty sure my Diona's burst is barely leveled at all. Let me go check. Yep, exactly. It's at level 5. And you can see the, you know, skill damage gain of 0.4% HP increase. So, yeah, overall, that's going to be increased. But honestly, looking at the energy, I mean, I could easily give her Favonius Warbow, right? That isn't something that's hard to do. But considering my Diona outright has 5% chance to crit, I don't think I want to sit here in this video testing that, alright? We're just going to use Jean. We're just going to see how well this works. I have a feeling the reason why we saw 20,000 was because Diona, as you saw. The freezing was not good, right?
Don't you dare.
We're not going to really change anything. We're just going to use... Jean now has way less of a burden on herself because of, you know, having... It might be worth it to put Jean as the second character. Like, after the second rotation, you put Jean as the second character. So you sort of do this, right? And instead of Kazuha here, you would put Jean here. But we're going to use Kazuha anyways because it doesn't really matter. All right. Yeah, especially on this team, it doesn't matter at all. Right? I pressed... All right, whatever. I really should have used my Q skill there, but then we see 40... We didn't go down that much. All right, I'm not too fussed about that. If we only went down like a couple thousand, then I'm not too fussed about it. All right.
2 seconds later.
Do I want to run this team with a C0 Nevi when I can just get knocked out of a charge attack? What my normal team would be going as is, you know, Nevi, Zhongli, Fischl, Kazuha, and overall, that team, in terms of damage, is worse. Like, let me see if I can get Masanori to just hit me, right? We're just going to do the charge attack, and I'm going to show you, like, Masanori can just outright hit me out of a charge attack anytime I start one. So we're going to start it, like, basically, I'm trying to get hits here, so, right. We're going to start it like, right here, and then we got hit out of it. And look how many hits we got, and then look at our E-skill duration. We have 7 seconds before we can pop it again. Yeah, sure, I can pop my burst, but that's not always going to be the case, right? What if you already used your burst, right? That's just it's not good. That's not good. Personally, unless I have C1 Nevi or unless I know the opponents are going to be freezable, I would never, like, use this. This just isn't a team that I would use because you have to be really lucky because Nevi doesn't move that fast when he's doing his charge attack. You can easily get hit out of it. I think he has a little bit of interruption resistance. Let's go check. I think there's a couple, like, you know, if you get hit with a hilly churl arrow, I don't think you're going to get hit out of it. But let me check. Yeah. Oh, no. There's no hilly churl arrows over here. All right. I don't know where those guys would be.
1 eternity later.
Here we go. Please hit me. Please hit me. Please hit me. Please hit me. No, you didn't. See, like there. We saw it. We saw it. All right. The bottle, this guy threw a bottle, if you didn't catch it. Yeah, this guy, he threw the bottle and it didn't, you know, hit me out. So it's not like 0 interruption resistance. It's not like, you know, super like, oh, hilly churl arrow gets you. But overall, it's just not a good time because if you get hit by some strong enemy that has like a sword or something, then you're getting knocked out. Which at that point, it's like this team feels like it just sort of fell off immediately. We need an animo, not an animo. We need a cryo, like, shield character or a vaporized shield character. Toma doesn't really work with Nevi as well as you would think he was or as you would hope he does. You need some shield character that can do something other than Animo, right? Because Kazuha, yeah, this is... You're probably better off at this point. You're probably better off running an HP Goblet too on Nevi, but it don't matter. Actually...
I think we all know where this is going, so let's just skip to the end.
It did go down still. It did go down. All right, so it's still better to run a Hydro Damage Goblet on, you know, this team. So, yeah, let's just get out of here. Thank you. All right, so, yeah, it's still better to run a Hydro Damage Goblet, but that was kind of... I mean, it's close. You could do it. Actually, maybe not, because I have 14% crit damage on this, and I literally had nothing. They are very close, so I wouldn't give it to, like, you know, oh, wow, it's crazy damage difference. They're very close, so I feel like you could just use either or, whichever one has best stats. I feel like this is sort of, yeah, or I feel like HP percent might be better, honestly, but it's only slightly. So even if you are using a Hydro damage bonus, it's not going to be that, you know, huge. So, yeah, overall, I wouldn't use this team.
Why are you the way that you are?
Hopefully we get a shielding, you know... Oh, Baiju. Yeah, I probably should mention Baiju. People, I wish I could test them out. But as of right now, I was hoping that I could raise Charlotte for this team so we could see it. But Baiju is a viable option. Baiju should, you know, that's the biggest issue. But Baiju should, you know, he's going to generate Danger Course, which you may or may not want. But he will also proc this ability, which once again, without having a C1 Nevi, you know, it's only a 15% damage increase, but he will be a shielder. So realistically, all we need is a shielding healer. That's all we need. It could be any element. It could be another Hydro character. Probably would be better than just using Jean in this slot.
You're gonna get shot.
I'm not joking. That interruption resistance, that would make this team pretty viable and better, right? Because Furina's personal damage, she does do, we saw some pretty good numbers. I didn't mention it, but Furina's personal damage does add quite a bit to this team, because previously Nevi was basically carrying the team by himself, right? So Furina gives a load of damage bonus, but we just need an any type shielder that also heals a whole bunch, which is currently, I think, the only character like that is Baiju. And I mean, you know, we need a team-wide healer. I guess we should just say healer, but we need like a team-wide healer, not like Diona where it's like, oh, stand in the ring and get some HP. Diona might be viable, you know.
2 seconds later.
Yeah, I don't know if Diona's E-skill acts as like a hive mind, and if one of them crits, they all crit, and if one of them doesn't crit, they don't crit at all. Like, is it just determined like that, or is this like how many separate chances would it be to crit? This might be very, very good. How many icy paws do you fire? 5 chances to crit at a 5% rate. Is that what it is? Diona mains, please help. The only issue I see here is that Diona herself would not be able to recover her HP, but that's not a huge issue since Nevi already interacts with HP so much. And also, I would like to point out that Kazuha, on top of Furina, is basically doubling Nevi's damage, right? It's only like 5k off from, or 10k off from doubling, since we're at like 25, 26. But when you use Kazuha, right, you seriously feel the power of viridecent. I would say it's more viridecent than his actual buff. Gonna try this again. That's not what I wanted to try. Okay, we're gonna, all right, we got up. All right, let's hit him with that. Yep, we swirled Hydro. Great. So you just got to switch in for a little bit and start doing those. And then you get to see the 42, 44. Oh, that's actually like really close to what I'm able to hit normally with like Fischl, Zhongli, and stuff. Yeah. So very, very good. I mean, and then, I mean, their HP wasn't great. I didn't really get to see it too much because I was panicking. But I think this is viable. I mean, we saw the damage numbers. I think honestly it is viable. I think we're pretty safe to say that this is a pretty okay team. This would be the team that I run. Like, if I had to pick and use all the characters that I do currently have, this would be the team that I run. I think it does work to a certain extent. You have to get lucky with Favonius, right? But, you know, you could, you know, put the odds in your favor, right? But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for, but yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.